Hi, I'm Pantazi. Today we're going to talk about Uchikuroboshi. It's a target, one of Hohan Soken's lower gate targets. And by lower gates, I mean it's on the limbs, the lower limbs, the legs. So this is more specifically on the ankle. Now, this is a very powerful target. It is a feinting target, as he calls it. He uses a tatui, which is a hammer fist, and a dagger. Now, again, he likes his dagger, but this is the reason why. It's a vascular attack. Now, it's also a neurological attack, as you've heard me mention many times, but this is also a major vascular attack. Now, the knockouts you're going to see in the demonstration are on the vascular system. You'll see the person faint as opposed to go into a neurological shock. And we'll describe that more in the anatomical dissection of this a little later as we go through that process. But let me get into why this is such a good target. Now, first of all, it's in the lower ankle, so it's very easy to attack. Many of your sweeping actions, your crossover steps, your kicking, low kicking actions can all be directed toward this target. Now, this is a target that really fits in well with your Nahanchi kata or your teki kata from the Shotokan perspective. And it's available to use in this kind of a motion or this kind of a motion, this kind of an action, your crossover steps, your sweeping actions. So again, the Nahanchi really follows suit with this. Now this is a particularly one of my favorites for grappling, for ground application. Now, a lot of people use their legs to push away, to entangle, to leverage, to pin. There's many different ways you can use your legs in a grappling situation, whether it be an attack or a defensive position. Now, in the defensive position, you can use this, or you can use this against someone that is doing either one. You can use a defensive action to offset their offensive action, as well as release their defensive action. So a very powerful target indeed. I don't call them by pressure points. I call them by the right anatomical structure. And we're going to be attacking the saphenous vein on this. So let's go and take a look. This is one of the last 4 targets that I'm filming for Hohan Soken's notes. We've gone through all the other 40 targets already. They're in queue to be delivered. We're all the way up until November 1st now. So you'll be seeing it. And the last targets are all feinting targets. How to get someone to be knocked unconscious using leg targets. Now, you've seen me done this in a few other applications here on YouTube. It's a very dangerous target. Now, I want to bring up a hard topic to bring up. Now, the virus that's going around, and more importantly, the medicines that they're using for it, is starting to cause a lot of blood clotting in a lot of individuals. So when we use this target, we have to be extra cautionary. You want to hit superficially only to attack the side-by-side nerve structure to get the pain and the leg dysfunction rather than the feinting application. Because the arteries of the leg is going to cause maybe a possible split or clotting, release a blood clot, and you just don't want to go into that level of danger when you're practicing this. So kicking it is going to be a little harder. Yeah, you can tap it a little bit to get the person to sweep easier. You could stomp down on it, but again, don't do this in shoes. Do this in bare feet. And I believe one of the reasons why we train martial arts in bare feet is because of the safety factor. Because when you're sweeping someone's ankle, when you're kicking them in the lower limbs, or even the head for that matter, the shoe is a devastating weapon. In fact, in my state and many other states around the world, and I venture many other countries, the shoe is known as an illegal weapon to use. So if you're practicing a martial art that uses a lot of kicking, you might want to check your jurisdictional rules on the legalities of using a shod foot, is what it's called, a shoe to kick. But again, this is a dangerous application because of the blood systems and what everybody's going through these days. I just want you to take that extra precaution. I wanted to warn you about that extra precaution when you're doing these. In fact, all the blood targets that you're going through with the Hohan Soken's notes that cause fainting, you may want to rethink your position on applying it really well. And you'll see in these last few targets that we're using, we get the results, but not the full-on results that you're used to seeing from us, because we are taking that extra precaution for those that have taken the vaccine. So again, the demonstration and the anatomical research part, or the anatomical study, is coming up next in the extended films here on YouTube. Just join or the Patreon or Platinum services. Now the Platinum services, this is going to be in the Hohan Soken's notes. Remember, there's 44 techniques in the Hohan Soken notes or targets. There's over 250 films. There's video logs that are anywhere from 15-minute films to a full hour, and there's over 90 of those. Podcasts, there's 25 of those. So you see that we're up around 300, 400 films right now, and there's no stopping us because there's many more in the waiting. Okay, I have these 4 leg films to put out, and we also have many more films coming up after that on Sanseru, the double Shoken shot. You'll see that one coming up. I probably go out before this one because I already filmed it and put it up. But you'll see many other applications from kata, from just attack defense ideas, as well as self-defense. Thanks for watching. Hope you can join us.